Hey guys, Herminio here from teamABK.
And Andrew.
Don't interrupt me. From Awkward Bear Kids, along with Andrew and Bear.
Yeah. So there's a quick top 5 favorite cards from each of us. I feel this is like a very important thing when you talk to any players. Just like knowing their favorite card over time is like you can understand the playstyle of each player's. I thought this was also a fun thing to do.
Alright, so you go first.
My 5th favorite card ever is Lance. Forbidden Lance.
Why?
It's just like one of those, like, I teched it in so many things for a very long time. I still do to this day when I can in a deck that's like, this is I have 2 slots open. I'm like, yeah. Because Lance is like, it's a reactive MST that can protect you from things. It can also like save your ass.
Offensive and defensive. That's what makes that card so good.
Mm-hmm. And then it's like, it makes it so like bottomless, you're not too late to stop the bottomless. Because you don't want to blind MST. So.
Alright, my turn. My 5th one is actually, he's brand new to the spot. We've all been treating him very well. He's liking the space. Is Castel, the Sky Musketeer Blaster? What are those?
Avian Sky Blaster, I don't know.
Yeah, I freaking love that card. The reason I love that card so much is like I always try to see if I can fit into, especially like when I was playing Satonas, I was playing 2 for sure. The reason I love him so much is because every Exceed that gets rid of a problem on the board sends it to the graveyard. Castel's the only one I am aware of that's generic and that doesn't send it to the graveyard. It goes back to the deck, extra deck, or etc.
Pleiades.
Okay, yeah.
But generic.
Yeah, I mean, he's semi-generic. It's like
no,
light.
two 5s. That 2 level 5 lights, that's not.
I consider that generic if it's an attribute. Anyways, yeah, I love Castel. He has
back row also, let's face it.
I love him more than 1-1. I used to love 1-1, the fact that it was a maestro.
I'm sort of going there too, but it's like the one reason I also do like 101 is because when I'm playing windups,
he's great. 1-1's better during time though.
Yeah, also, but windups have like windup shark under the dweller to make arc gigantic, and that's scary.
Anyways, that's my 5. Yours?
Yeah. Number 4, Compulse. Evacuation device, not escape. I love both, but 3. I miss 3 Compulse so much. That was so fun. It was also so frustrating because I remember when we guys playing Gravekeepers and he drew all 3 Compulses. I'm like, I can't sustain a single monster.
I love Compulse, just the fact that I love it for some reason. It's for Lance. It can be defensively and offensively and defense. No, those words. And the fact that you can just get rid of a monster, especially an Exceed monster, you plus off that. And it is a neg-1, so it's a very fair card.
It's a neg-1 if it's a hand monster, you can go back to the hand.
Yeah, and also, it's just so awesome you can bounce back your own BLS.
Into the bottomless or stuff, or looping
you
BLS.
banish the monster, and then you bring it back and take it. And then, and also you can just go for game, compulse the one, especially during
monster.
During Heroes, during Bubble Beat, I would do that. I'll play 2, bring out 2 the freaking Blade Armor Ninjas, and then just compulse every monster you try to bring out. Just go for game.
Yours?
My phone just turned off. Scale Drain. He hates this card.
Love-hate relationship.
I
mostly hate.
Love this card if I'm playing it.
That's why it's love-hate relationship.
Yeah, I love that card so much. I loved it in freaking Fire Kings. That's where I fell in love with the card. I mean, it's been around for a very long time. It was at 1 for, I think, a while. And then it came to 3. A long time ago. It's from a long time ago.
I don't think, but
really?
Whatever.
Ignore those passwords then. I just love Skill Drain. It just shuts down every deck except graveyards, and it's just...
Hands.
Are
so stupid.
Fucking hands still get their effect. And paying 1,000 to control, like, the game state is very fair. If your opponent can't do anything, you're in control.
Like, it's not fair. It's only 1,000.
No, okay. I meant that sarcastically, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. But right now there's a lot of stuff. Right now during this format it's not as good because there's Wiretap came out.
Well, that's a while ago, but
like it's still...
There's a lot of graveyard effects right now.
There's a lot of... We're in the format of floaters. That's what I'm considering this format. So yeah.
Number 3, Wind-Up Carrier Zen Mighty. Yeah, I played Shock Lock, so that kind of explains a lot. I didn't like him when I was at 3. Hand Loop was just way too douchey. I love Shock Lock so much.
I actually did like Shock Lock before. I didn't play Windups, but I played a deck that people also consider was dead, was Chaos Dragons.
For the most part it was, but yeah.
It was, but like if people were still topping with it. Like,
I don't know. Carrier's like, it's... I'm not sure, and especially now with the new, like, supposed fact they're going to make more wind-up stuff. I'm not sure. Okay, we don't know what it does yet.
Yeah, we just don't know what it is and how many is coming out.
Like, is it gonna be 1? Is it gonna be 2? Is it gonna be 3?
If it doesn't exceed, y'all be. Oh.
Is it gonna be like another shark essentially, or a cyber dragon for them? Who knows? I feel that windups, like, okay, I still play windups now. It's a fun deck. That's why I like it. I make it to combat the meta. But Carrier is my favorite card. Carrier defined me having fun with that deck, especially with Lance and Compulse. Because, like, when I'd use up I remember one time I used Rat to revive Zen Mighty, because Rat can revive any wind-up monster, and then I Compulse back Zen Mighty.
Oh my god, when was that one?
Yeah, and then back to the extra deck, and then I exceeded for it to do more looping.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Alright. Whoa. You done?
Yeah.
Alright. About time. My number 3 is BLS. BLS, just because like I said earlier, Chaos Dragons was one of my favorite decks. Especially I came back with that deck, and it was a structure deck, and like, oh, okay, it's cheap. I can come back with a deck. I can learn about the game. I actually ended up falling in love with the deck. I had a chance to make windups. I had a chance to make down up. I didn't want to. I just wanted to play Chaos Dragons. But BLS was the one favorite card I loved in the whole deck.
Because you just dropped BLS.
It's a powerhouse card, especially when it first came back. People were in an uproar.
Yeah, everybody was pissed.
Everyone was pissed, and then like we look back, we go right now. Like, I mean, we look back the last 2 formats. BLS didn't do anything. BLS was on hiatus. He didn't really do anything. Right now, he just recently came back with the whole Shaddolls and Burning Abyss.
I think mostly with the Shaddolls, though.
Mainly Shaddolls.
It's the Eclipse Wyvern play now.
It's more stronger in Shaddolls. Yeah, the whole Eclipse Wyvern thing.
And just like after you dwindle all their resources, just drop the BLS.
It's just such an easy way to get a 3,000 beater to steal a game. Yeah, so that's just, like, there's no really explanation you can give for why I like BLS. That's stupid. It's BLS. Okay, there you go.
My number 2, Pot of Avarice. That is definitely one of the most best described as a love-hate relationship. You love it when you activate Avarice. You
hate when they top deck and you thought you had control.
Yeah, no, I saw another guy top decked Avarice, then he top decked off of the Avarice a Heavy Storm and BLS.
Oh, fuck. I fired that guy, but that's fucked up.
Yeah, this was at regionals also.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I remember Avarice, like, especially in windups, for the shot clock, because after your shot clock, if your shot clock failed, or like it did not necessarily fail, like they were able to grind it out because like Spirit Reaper was the thing back then, and all these other cards couldn't have a battle. Like I remember, like I just averaged back all the sharks and 2 of the rats, and it's like, oh, I have resources again. Like I feel like they should redo it, but make it like return like 6 or 7 and only draw 1. But that way, because like
there's kind of dead.
I know it's really hard to do that, but like certain decks can feel it up quickly.
I kind of want Avarice to be back. If I'm being honest, like I do want it to be back, but at the same time,
it's Avarice. It was way too broken with the drawing 2.
Yeah, I think that's why they kind of released Pot of Dichotomy, because I think
the Dichotomy was a little bit more of a bitch at times.
They realized that they just can't have Pot of Avarice around.
Yeah, especially with like Reborn Tango loops.
At the same time, Pot of Dichotomy is kind of even more broken. Just 3, you put back 3.
That can be like early game and just like put back 2 hands.
At the same time, is you have to fill up more requirements, and
you can't enter battlefield. It has to be the first thing you do.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know. I feel like Avarice, because Avarice was just so fun, because there's go for game or continue your looping.
Yeah, back when Avarice was out, you didn't scoop up a game. There was always a chance you could draw into Avarice and come back. You could literally come back.
The only issue with Avarice is you opened it with monsters that could not get you into more monsters.
Yeah, that's true.
So then you're like, oh, so Avarice is dead for like several turns, and then I have to have to see if it can even resolve. So yeah.
All right. Well, my second one, I think, is my first banned one. The reason this is my favorite one, I gotta do. Number 2 is it's an axe deal. It's I don't know if any of you guys remember this card. I don't think you ever played with it.
Only in video games, but that thing was frustrating even in the video games.
Okay, so for those who aren't aware, you target one face. It's an equip spell card. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Take control of that card, and during each of your opponent's standby phase, they gain 1,000.
That defined goat format. That kind of defined goat format also.
Yeah, and I love this card. I played it when it was at 1. The fact, especially when Jinzo a long time ago was a very powerhouse card. I'm talking about.
So for those of you who know this card, probably played goat format.
And Jinzo's on the field. You just fucking take the way. You can almost literally steal the game off of Jinzo.
Yeah, just go snatch, steal their Thousand Eyes Restrict, tribute for Jinzo, and that's pretty much game right there.
Yeah, and there's really nothing. I'm fucking happy this card is banned, but at the same time, it's given me so many fond memories as a kid. So that's my second one. A lot of my cards are very self-explanatory. They're just really broken ass cards that I remember playing as a kid and even now. They steal games. A lot of my cards steal games.
And my number one favorite is Royal Decree. Yeah, I've always cited it ever since I played Shot Clock. I've cited it in almost every deck I've played. Teller Knights, and you're thinking in Teller Knights they're gonna be using.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but the reason I like Royal Decree is I play it differently than most do. Like most will run very few traps. Like I may be running 15 traps. I'll side out 5 of them, so that'll be a 13 card trap lineup in my main deck games 2 and 3. But the way I see Decree is Royal Decree is a trap card. You flip and you just sit on it once you burn out all your other traps. Like I remember I had 3 traps set and whatever. I waited for once the third one one of them was compulsed, so I just waited for the second one. 2 of them I wanted to, because 2 of them were powerful ones. It was like Warning and Torrential, I think. Or no, it was one of the 2 in like a Deep Prison. So after both went away, I just flipped the Decree, chain the Compulse, and it's like I have game now, because the other deck was very reliant on their traps, and I see when you run a heavy reliant deck that runs traps, but you know your opponent's traps are more important than yours. That is when Royal Decree I thought was a game changer for me. Like with windups, like even now I still cite 3 copies of it because it's like I may run like what I think 15 traps. I still cite all 3 in because it's like I'll flip it and then it's my game because I have the Decree up preventing the rest of your traps from letting you play Yu-Gi-Oh. It's just one of those.
You can't play.
Yeah, and it's I think it's balanced at the same time. It's like
it's not as deadly. I don't think it's as deadly as Skill Drain, because Skill Drain, like, you need your monsters to play. With your traps, you still have your monsters, and
monsters you can get rid of them.
Monsters do more stuff than traps.
But I also feel like the way like Royal Decree, if you're a skilled player, you'll just like I know there's a lot of Bujin players, but I see this the most. You'll just immediately flip it, and it's like. You should have saved it, burn out the warning, but they didn't.
They didn't want to wait.
I'm patient with it, and that's why I think I love it, because I flip it once they MST everything else, and it's like, it's live now, forever.
Alright. Yeah. Well, I think it's my turn now. My favorite one is Sangan. Why? Sangan was again one of those cards that was
best floater.
The best floater.
Next to Witch Black Forest.
I mean, yeah, those 2 cards a long time ago were like the floaters. They defined floaters.
Still remember running Sangan and Blackwings.
Sangan, yeah, and then like when Torguide came out, Sangan was just so much more broken. You can search out your Sangan. Well, and another thing I love Sangan is the fact that the way I used it, I used to use it to search out Maxi. You know, any card you would cite in, there's no other way you can search out Maxi. And the fact that you can search for that Max C is freaking broken and just having your hand. Oh my god, I miss you, Sangan. I miss Sangan so much. But
one time they attacked into, I can't remember what deck they were playing. I just searched DD Warrior later and they're like, fuck.
Yeah, that's another thing. DD Warrior Lady back in the day was my favorite.
I think she's still good though.
She's still a good card. She's like one of those cards you can cite in as attack and people will like, what are you doing? You're like, it's DD Warrior Lady. I win.
And being a light back in the old Chaos days, which we're still in sort of now.
So good. Anyways, a lot of my cards are very self-explanatory. I think Sangan can actually come back right now. I really do think, but the thing is, it still has its same problem. The thing is, Torguide's at 3. Torguide's at 3. Oh my god, it can't come back. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make myself feel better. We're in Burning Abyss is out. Hell no.
I think it can come back if they limit or semi-limit Torguide.
Yeah.
Preferably the limit.
Yeah.
Only for it to come back.
Ah, shit, this is a long video. Anyway, guys, this is Herminio from teamABK, Awkward Records, along with
Andrew
and a Bear. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Peace.